here with Jessica Blair, owner of Blair Chic. You guys are probably familiar with her because I've featured her in some of her events on the website before, and today we're going to get a little bit more personal with her. We're going to talk her personal style and also see what's coming up in the near future for Blair Chic. So Jessica, how has it been going lately?
Well, first off, thank you for having me again. I always love working with you, so thank you. Things have been going well. You know, I've been meeting a lot of different people, been continuing to network at different fashion shows and events, and the response for Blair Chic has been wonderful.
And so I've noticed that you've added some stylists to the whole Blair Chic brand, so you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, I'm very excited about that. For the past 6 or 7 months, I've been styling models, photo shoots, fashion. So I decided to expand to a Blair Chic styling brand where we would do personal and commercial styling. And I have a team. I built a team where I have an executive head stylist who's Alicia Walker, and you may know Janeda from Fat to Flocka. She would be our administrative fashion assistant. So we're taking over Chicago with styling.
So kind of how does that work with kind of your customer base now? Like they'll come in if they want a personal style, so they style for events, do personal type of things. Like how was that all?
Yeah, we'll have different packages for, we have packages for women that are just coming out of college or just graduated looking for a few staple pieces in their wardrobe. Or we also have the social life, like yourself, Eva, who's at every event and needs help, doesn't have the time to pick out their outfits. We'll have those outfits ready for you, styled for you. And I'm sticking with the plus size, but it's for everybody. It's for men, women, children, regular size, plus size, it doesn't matter.
Yep, so if you guys need some assistance, make sure you guys come and stop by Blair Chic, or they can also call, right?
They can also call Blair Chic as well.
And set that up. So this whole series is about, you know, personal style. So kind of, what was your style like when you were younger?
Oh man. Crisscross, TLC, baggy jeans. I was a tomboy when I was younger, so I was in the TLC phase. I would wear baggy jeans, suspenders, my dad's shirts. So I was very hip hop when I was younger. Until my 20s, that's where I started getting a little bit girly, exploring to different dresses, jewelry, makeup. So my 20s was more where I became a little bit girly.
Okay, and what would you say was the moment you're like, okay, I know that fashion is what I want to work in?
Because I kept getting compliments of what I was wearing, and it was always different from what everybody else was wearing. So, you know, I started getting compliments of what I was wearing. It was different. And people would always ask me, like, where did you get your outfit? Or how did you put that together? So at that point, I knew that I was on track with something. And I've loved fashion since I was little. You know, I've always looked at fashion shows, magazines. I've always watched America's Next Top Model, first season. You know, it's on the 12th now, but you know, I've always been interested in fashion since I was a kid.
And what would you say is kind of like your staple go-to style?
My staple go-to style, because of my body shape, I always try to stay fitted on top and flare out on the bottom. I'm a little bit bigger on top, and I have skinny legs. So I try to proportion that and go fitted on top and flare out on the bottom. But knowing me, it can be anything. I can wear skinny jeans and then wear an overflowing shirt, but I try to stick to that.
And I know that a lot of the pieces that you carry in your store, you obviously love them. So kind of, what is your whole process for picking out things? Because you know, when you're in a store, you're like, oh, I love that, but you also have to think about, you know, the customer. So how do you?
I try to stay away from what everybody else has. So if everybody else has a black sleeveless dress, I'm going to stay away from that, you know. So I try to find different prints, a lot of color, different shapes, different textures. But my main focus is if I see it at a different store, I go the opposite way. And that's been helping me so far.
Because I know, like, we're starting to bring in the spring stuff, but for winter it was a lot of really, really cute, edgy pieces that you could probably even still kind of transition in the spring with.
Yes.
So yeah, and I'm so looking forward to see what's coming in for spring.
Thank you. Yes.
But if you could take us through a typical day for Jessica Blair, like it could be say a day where you come in the store and you have an event, like what would be your typical day?
Oh man, a typical day of Jessica Blair. Well, it depends. When I do have an event, there's a lot of preparation before that event. You know, I'm meeting with the hostess or the runway production. You know, I meet with them, we plan it out. There's a lot of behind the scenes, as you know. So from everything to what carpet's going on the floor to how the lighting is made. So there's a lot of preparation for that event. Going in there, you know, I try to have a plan. And then have everything organized. Keep the models upbeat and excited. Communication, and just make sure nothing's sticking out where it's not supposed to, and everything looks nice for the pictures and the runway show. So for my events, they go by so fast. You know, we just had Elise Ready to Stare party, wearing her earrings.
Yeah, I have on a necklace.
And it was a lot of preparation, a lot of details done, but it was a wonderful event, people mingling, having fun. And while I'm doing that, I'm still doing stuff for the store, answering calls, responding to emails, ordering inventory, or planning for the next one. So it's a busy day in the life of Jessica Blair. So
after doing all that, because I know you have your own kind of events around here, would you ever see yourself put on like your own fashion show where it's a Blair Chic hosted fashion show?
Yes, you know, we had it for the grand opening. It was all Blair Chic. I would love to do that again for spring, summer. So far, I've been so busy, I haven't been able to plan it because I've been invited to so many other events, which is wonderful. But ideally, I would love to have my own show with my own clothing and my own models, you know, so that would be in the works.
Okay. Kind of what's coming up for the rest of 2013 for Blair Chic? Because we know you add the stylist. Anything else?
Yeah, we have the styling. The plans that we have are also launching a perfume for Blair Chic.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
And we're also planning on doing a sweater line for Blair Chic. I was planning for the fall, but it might be for 2014 because since that season's passing. But also expanding to a second location. I'm currently looking in Hyde Park for a second location for Blair Chic because I have so many clients over there. So there's a lot of things happening.
Yeah, that's a lot of good things I didn't even know. And so I just want to, you know, thank you for talking to me because, you know, love to support you and put you out there on inHer Glam so everyone can learn about you. And it's all about, you know, showcasing local women who are actually out here doing something and have these businesses that maybe everyone doesn't really know about. So thank you again, Jessica, for talking to me. Make sure you guys keep up with her, BlairChicBoutique.com, right?
Yes.
And also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
Yes. And
of course, whatever event she has coming up, be sure to check out inHerGlam.com because we'll be sure to be there. So thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe, you know, like a couple of t-shirts and stuff like that. So it's funny because when I run into some people that I used to go to school with when I was little, they're like, I didn't know that you love fashion so much. Oh, I loved it already. I studied those magazines, but I just knew, I was like, as soon as I can get a job, I'm gonna be so stylish.